نزيرا محمد ابن عبد الله على آله وصحبه أجمعين. My brothers and sisters, I must start with thanking the civil society that organized this important forum, because in this important forum, I can call it as it is. When I'm not very much comfortable in my pulpit, to call it as it is, why we are there to worship. But here, we are here to discuss, and very thankful to the four speakers who make my load very light. They make it very light. Because really seeing Miss Bah and listening to her, with the experience I personally have as a Fuller, as somebody who belongs to this tradition, if you ask for any other evidence, I don't know what kind of evidence you need now. And with Dr. Dafe, with his clarifications, which are in line with the fatwas of Azhar University, one of the most respected university in the whole world, in the Islamic world in particular, I don't know what evidence you are asking again for. Adding to it, my fellow Imams, especially Sheikh Imam Abdullahi Fati, the big bully. He's a big bully. I'm telling you. He's bullying the whole country, including the lawmakers. This is the fact.
He is a bully.
He's a bully. Some lawmakers contacted me saying, Baba, you know, we know you are right. We know he's not right, but if you don't mind, they'll vote us out. So that's a bully. He terrorized them. But with all his stand on this issue, with all his ego in this issue, he speaks the same language, he's in the same page with most of us, in the sense that they condemn them, they themselves, they condemn FGM, female genital mutilation, they condemn it, they say it's haram. They condemn sealing the young child, the girl, called in Mandinka Notoro, called in Pular Sukkude, that's why they call it Sukkere, called in Wolof Fatta. They all condemn it. In Arabic, they call it Khitanul Fir'auni, the ferocious female genital mutilation. And this mutilation includes so many things. But what they're advocating for, just listen to them. I don't know how some people think. What they're advocating for, they said, you could slice, don't go deep. They try to quote the hadith of Atiyah or Abu Dawood. They use Atiyah as a reference to this hadith. They said the Holy Prophet said, quote lightly, don't go deep. Now the medical professionals are asking, not me, I'm not a medical practitioner, but they are asking, what is light in somebody's organ? What is light? On somebody's organ. There is no light in it. The other thing is, the medical practitioner's ethics does not allow any person to cut somebody's organ without a medical justification to save life. And they all agree. So really, I will add to it, the hadith they are using, they know it better than I do. It's not an authenticated hadith, but still they are saying it can be used. So if we are to use it, there's an authenticated hadith that they all know, as I know it, saying, Da'ma yuribuk ila ma la yuribuk. Leave what is not clear to you and go for the one that is very clear for you, especially on somebody's body. And historically, we all know how it originated from between Hajara and Sarata. I will not go into it because it's from Musukebals to manuals. It was out of, Kilia, it was out of jealousy. So really, my task here is very simple. And I feel personally, each and every engagement has a retirement. I have been engaging with this work since 1981 with Mrs. Safia Tusingate, at times with Mrs. Fatmata Tambajang, at times with, may God, Allahumma aghfirla warhamha, Mrs. Juana Mbai, and others, very elderly women, highly respected women. They are the ones who pushed me to study this, to know it better. But most of them now passed away or age have dominated their activities. But the knowledge is still here with us. And we have done our quota. I have done my role. There was facility to travel so many different countries to study the reality. When we went to Iran, the Iranian ulamas was listening to me to tell them how they do it. They don't know it, even. If you go to Saudi Arabia, I heard them that they're saying in our dialogue, that is still practiced in Saudi. That's not true. It's 10 years jail minimum for anybody practice it in Saudi Arabia. And history has revealed that none of our prophets practiced this practice on their male folks. So really, we have done our job. We have advocated more than enough. Now it is left to our lawmakers, our medical professionals, and the government to take their responsibility. You see the chair you are enjoying today as an MP, it's very temporal. But the conscience that you are going back to your bed and sleep is permanent for you. So really, I'm calling all our MPs to reflect few years back. These people who are advocating this practice, they were here when Jammeh was here. And the law was passed. They were all mute. Yes. None of them say a word. Yes. Instead, they were here to legislate anything that Jammeh did. Mm-hmm. We all know Jammeh killed 9 inmates in one night, and still there are dead bodies to sing, and they legitimize it. They said it's Islam. I asked them at that time, which Islamic court has taken them to court? Where's the dead body? Let them be returned to their... Look, you see, we have to call it as it is. I know 95% of the imams of this country are with me. They know I'm saying the truth. But they are sitting on top of the fence. Because they don't want to be bullied as I want to. For me, I don't mind. Let them bully. Let them say whatever they want. Do I care? No. And I will never care. Because I know I understand more than them. I travel more than them. I read more than them. And when it comes to reference, the whole world knows who is Imam Baba Leigh. So really, I'm calling for my MPs, telling them there's a life after MP. There was a life before MP. Let them help protect our movement. They are the biggest number that vote for them there. Even is out of ignorance, they don't understand what people are working. Let them not listen to these people with their eloquencies, their big beards, their big half-down and turbine, convincing them. Allah is not that type. Allah is not that type. So I'm really glad. If you don't stop me, I'm going forward again. Because really, this kind of platform, I can say it as it is. Lima don't worry. Man dama passé fuma debate ak Ablaye Fati. You know, boxers knows what I'm going to say here. When you find yourself as a boxer out of the ring and you want to come back to the ring, you try to offend those who can bring you back to the ring. I'm not here to bring anybody back to the ring. If Gambians were aware enough and understand properly, they will. I have no doubt on Imam Fati's knowledge. I have no doubt about it. I'm one of those who contribute on his knowledge. Number one. Number two, I have no doubt of his fluency. I have no doubt about it. Where I have doubt is his credibility. Because I saw him with that regime, I saw him with this regime. Where they were giving water by Jammeh for them to use that water as safar and naso. And now they say naso is haram. I'm asking his credibility. These people, they have not single authority, moral authority to talk to their congregations. This is what I'm saying. A religious leader, you should be a leader in easiness, you should be a leader in difficulties. Wallahi, if Adam Barrow goes wrong, I will be the first person to tell him. And I'm telling him even right now, but actually, at least I have a window of seeing him. And I always say, made it very clear. Any president that gives you the opportunity to be able to sit with him and talk to him and listen to you, you have no right to go viral. What for? You should be responsible enough as a Gambian. But if you have any president here in this country who doesn't give that window to listen to my opinion or ideas, I will take up my pulpit again, I will take up my gentes, my dates, my gamos, and do what I'm supposed to do. I'm a Gambian, I don't play with my citizenship. I know my rights, I will die by that, nobody. So to give Abdullah Fatih and his likes the opportunity to sit together and try to debate, I will not do that. The biggest reason is Islam doesn't advise Muslims to engage in debate. Islam advises us to engage in dialogue. There's a whole chapter called dialogue in the Holy Quran. There's a big verse stopping Muslims to debate with even Christians, much more Muslims. Because in dialogue, in debate, there will be a winner and a loser. And definitely I don't want Abdullah Fatih to lose. I don't want him to lose. I'm praying for him. He's praying for me to die. He's praying for me over, and then he was doing what the Mandinkas call dankaro. Lungo akan dankale. You know, badala dankaro muduale duntefe. Ntenafa man moral bedu atante. So ala dankaro mu nafa baleti. Let him continue dankaring me. But I will pray for him. May God guide him and show him the right way and give him modesty and humility that he can come back to the society and protect the society. And anybody like him for that matter. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.